Back at this QBasic. If you weren't here last stream, I started working on my website and I started doing it in QBasic. Well, really QuickBasic 64. So that's kind of fun. Tyler, what's up? How's your Black Friday going? So refresh, still working. Shows all the information. Tune in for some QBasic while I do some Christmas shopping. Nice. Okay, so I had some thoughts. It's kind of hilarious because my whole website would be in one file if I keep going the direction I'm going, which is fine. It's fine. It's not probably ideal, but it's fine. I could actually have some files that it would serve up if they were just text files. So I've thought about that. I would like to maybe see if I can do that for like a CSS file. So if I were to say styles.css here and move the background color and stuff in there, but whoops, so that's body, I think, right? Oh, it's showing, yeah, body. Okay, so body. And just to differentiate, I'll probably go like a darker gray, maybe even darker. And now I need to kind of figure out how to do. So what I think I'll do is I'll read the file in. I'll read the file in when you start. And put it into a string. Load up styles.css into a string for later serving. Okay, so dim shared styles is string. Now, I don't know what load file is or if that's even a thing. That seems wrong. QB64 load file. QBasic files. Whoa. I remember doing this back in the day with like actual QBasic, but I'm wondering if QB64 has something newer. Load file. So the difference between a sub and a function in QBasic is that subs do not return anything, which is why you have these kind of weird things like file name, lines and max lines, text as string, error flag. It's like trying to basically it has these shared variables that it will write to, more or less. Timeout. Interesting. Line input. I remember that now. So open file name for input as 1. And then the number 1 right here just says use handle 1 basically to input from the file and add the lines. Allocate enough space for input. Redimension basically the size of the string. And then read the lines into a buffer. Okay, that's interesting. I'm curious if there's something a little bit easier, but I could just recreate this sub, but change it into a read file. Load file, read file. Or, this is interesting. I read from the file and just output directly into the style tag. Like, like right here. So we have the style right here, and then it would just output essentially the styles, which is this. But instead of loading it up, I would instead do the input here. So this is where I would load the styles. Load the styles from styles.css and add to that, more or less. Let's see if GitHub Copilot knows how to do this. Open style CSS for input as 1. Now it says number 1. I don't know if number 1 or as 1 is correct here. But it does know that. That's interesting. Okay. Then do while not end of file 1. Line input number 1. That looks right. H equals H plus line plus CRLF. Okay. Interesting. And then, whoops. Then close number 1. Is that all I need? Let's reload, see if there's no issues. Okay, run, make executable. It worked. Yeah, it's all there. Okay, that was easier than I thought. So we can do JavaScript the same way. Let's do that. If we need any JavaScript, open scripts.a so it'd be scripts.js. And then close number 1. It's honestly kind of interesting. So in this case, hello. Oh, I need the closing script. Which GitHub Copilot grabs right away. And there it is. So that's cool. All right. That was surprisingly easy. Now I'd like to actually host this on something. So let's see what. Let's see what we can do. I'm actually really curious if perhaps I could host it on something. Kind of doubt I could do it on like. Could I make an executable? Modify command. Don't know what that is. If I hit start, what happens? Oh, I can just do that? I can just hit start. Okay. Well, then I don't have to run the executable. Mac OS hosting. Like, what would be a really cheap Mac OS host? Custom web server Mac OS host. Don't really want that. I wonder if I could actually have a version of QB64 running on like DreamHost or something. So I have like I have a DreamHost account just for. I'm not gonna show that right now on stream because I kind of want to actually, just to be safe, I'm gonna jump back to chat mode because I'm putting some passwords in and things like that. I know it's off screen, but I'm gonna sign into DreamHost and see if there's like I have like a SSH access. I have like SSH access on DreamHost. I'm wondering if I could install QB64. So like, I'm gonna come back to the coding view. So there is Linux. So I could download a Linux version. Could actually just copy this link address, I guess. And let's see if I can like I'm going to SSH into it. Before I do that, I'm going to jump back to the chat view for a second because I really need to like figure out how, like what SSH I should log into. Do I create a new website? I guess I create a new website. So maybe I'll do like a subdomain, let's say. So, qb.jaminholmgren.com maybe. Create a subdomain. Okay. And then next is hosting. Oh, you. Hey, thanks for the follow, Cynthiel1119. Are you here for the QBasic content? So I'm doing something off screen right now. I will be back. Is that quiet to you guys? Seems a little quiet. Okay, so the one I have the SSH on, it's actually a different thing. Let me jump into that. Enter a subdomain. QB. Actually, what domains do I even have right now in this one? Manage registrations. I gotta have some domain I can use. Okay, that one is expiring. Yeah, I don't really have one. Okay. Virtual private server. So I do have 2 VPSs. Yeah, so essentially the issue that I'm having right now is I need to figure out what VPS I'm going to actually hang on to, because I have 2 VPSs, virtual private servers. VPS, which VPS though? Which one is that on? I need to know what that's on. Because I have a few things going on. Hosting VPS PS27. So which one is that? Okay, so I can delete this one. All right, cool. And that means I can create one right there. The biggest problem I have is I don't have a domain to use. I guess I can use one. It's going to expire in May, but who cares? I've used this for years. Maybe I'll just renew it. It's not that much. It's just used for like playing around with stuff. And that will allow me to kind of play with this particular one. Okay. So it's a dev CSD, old thing that I've had for a long time. Used it for something else when I was doing some development for my old company, ClearSight, and now I don't really use it anymore, but I'll hang on to it just so I can play with this. All right, creating a new website, and I promise I will bring this back on screen really quickly. Add website, enter a domain, and I'm gonna go. The problem is I have like old client information on this account, so I can't show it on screen. Okay. Add that as a hosting is going to be on the VPS. Don't want WordPress. So it's processing that right now, and then I will like SSH into it. I guess the question I have is whether it will allow me to do like a really custom thing, or if it's going to be like, no, you have to use PHP. Like if I could just forward a port over to QBasic or to my QBasic instance and spin it up and run it, then I'm good as far as hosting. But this is gonna be an interesting thing for sure. The whole idea of hosting a QBasic executable, more or less, not QBasic itself. I can create an executable. This jmin.dev right here is an executable. Right now it's just on a Mac though. I don't really want to like have my home address, you know, like I want to have it on some shared hosting or VPS somewhere. And since I already have a VPS, okay, this shows, yeah, see that it's using PHP. I don't want it to use PHP. This is not going to work. Okay. What about DigitalOcean? Really curious about DigitalOcean. So DigitalOcean, I'm really curious about these droplets. I've used them in the past. How much does this cost? $4 a month. I don't need much. Do I get SSH? I may not need SSH. Yeah, these are all like way more expensive. DigitalOcean droplet SSH access. So you can terminal and SSH. Okay, nice. I just thought of something. I could, and again, I'm gonna have to do this off screen, but I think you do get SSH with all droplets. Yeah, sure, looks like it. Liger. I do have on domains.google.com. I have some domains there. Well, I have a domain there. I have a few domains there. Okay. So you can build a website, but what does that mean? I don't think that's what I need. Jamin.dev currently forwards to jaminholmgren.com, which is fine. But if I did QB, okay. Yeah, I think that DigitalOcean is what I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up for this. I guess. And I used to have a DigitalOcean password. I'm going to look again in 1Password, and that's why I don't have it up, because it pops up in front of everything. DigitalOcean. That's an old one. Well, I'll try logging in. To your email. Okay. Let me see. Where's my email? There it is. Nice. Okay, so apparently I do have my DigitalOcean. Okay, there we go. Okay, so create a droplet. Create a droplet. I'm on my other screen. They don't allow Mac OS. That would be kind of cool. Like, even if it was a little more expensive. But probably Ubuntu. I guess the question is, on QB64, what version of Linux? Like, this is just showing QB64 lnx.tar.gz. I guess Ubuntu? I don't know. What's the most common? CentOS? CentOS is fairly reasonable. Oh, there's a anti-pattern. A dark pattern. I'm not going to show you, but it was kind of annoying. I don't need storage. SSH, yeah. New SSH key. Well, I'm going to have to generate that, or actually pull it in from my terminal. Okay. Anytime I'm working with like custom like SSH keys and things like that, I like to keep it off of my main screen here. Even though I would say, generally speaking, it's not like public SSH key isn't the most critical thing. This is Jamin's Mac OS or Mac Studio 2021. I don't remember if it's a 2021 or 2022, whatever. I'll get the idea. Add SSH key. Good. Do I need backups? I don't need backups. Do I need monitoring? No. Although it is free. So I'll go ahead and do that. IPv6? Sure. Why not? Don't need that. One droplet. Host name. QB64. website. Tags, I don't care. Create the droplet. Okay. And then how do I point to it? There's a domain here. Droplets. What does it say? You don't have any droplets. I just created one. That page doesn't work at all. Okay, I think I can bring this stuff on screen here and show it to you folks. I mean, I literally just did add. I did create a droplet. Okay, I'll try it again. CentOS. I'll show you the anti-pattern. See how it starts with premium? Okay, I hit this. $6 a month. Looks like the lowest one, right? No. You can click this to get $4 a month. Mac Studio. Oh, thanks for showing that. Monitoring IPv6, one droplet, QB64 website, Jamin, and create droplet. Okay, now I have a droplet. Looks like it's building it. Still finishing that. Droplet's been created. Here's to enable. Log into your droplet as root or droplet console. Log into your droplet as root or as a user with sudo access. I mean, can I just drop this in there? Wait, I don't want recovery console. What? Download and execute the agent install. I'd rather just use SSH. So what am I looking at here? Reserved IP, I don't care. So this... I'm a little confused. I mean, if I just go to that, like... So there's nothing there. Add a domain. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Let's try this. qb.jmin.dev. And then what? Name servers with domain registrar. Well, what if I don't want to do that? Oh, is this the IP? Well, let's try it. I'm going to go into manage custom domains. Add another. So it's, nope, that's not what I want. Create a new record, and this is going to be QB. It's going to be an A record. I'm going to drop that in, I guess. Save that. It'd be nice if I could add like a temporary. So DigitalOcean temporary subdomain. Is there a way to sort of do? I see. So they don't really have that. That would be nice, but qb.jmin.dev does not like it. Ping. Okay, so it's going from 143.244.186, which is weird. Seems like it's working, maybe. It's not the IP that, yeah, 143.244.186.237 is correct. Okay, so we are getting, it is coming back, so that's good. So now, how do I use it? How do I dump it in there? The droplet itself, how do I dump this file in there? So we have this. How do I SSH into it? What's my domain? Oh, can I just SSH to this? That would be insane. This key is not known. Permission denied. Public key. Oh, it's probably because it's not the right username. So default username is root. So let me see if I can do root at. I'm in. There it is. An email with my credentials. But I'm in. Actually, it's because I put that public key in there. I can just use SSH to drop in there. So now the question is, can I download and run? So let's do do I have wget? Help. We don't have use curl to download file. I always forget how to do that. Can I just curl dash output? Okay, yeah. Curl this dash dash output qb dot ln qb64 dot tar dot gz, and then how do you unzip tar.gz? It is, let's see, tar.-xf. Hey, what's going on, Mateo? What is it? XF. XF QB64 does not look like a tar archive. What? What? tar.gz. I mean, there it is. Can I just dump this file over there? I mean, there's all this other stuff here, but... Whoops. How do I unzip that? Or can I go dot? Do I have to do dot slash? Oh, it's 0. What? Zero. Why am I getting 0? Curl. Download file with curl. You can just curl it. Maybe I don't need the output part. It sure doesn't look like it's working. Dash L dash O dash L. Binary output dash O QB64.tar. Excuse me. Okay, that actually has something now. So tar. There it is. Okay. Oh, 64, not 65. GL SO to shared.
Producer Wolf is rating us with 1 viewers. Woohoo.
Setup. Highly underrated. Really? Hey, producer Wolf. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Like, you can run QB64 and you just want to compile. -C is what you do. So if I were to just do QB64-C build.bat. Okay, so it's not liking this. It is not liking this. That compiles it for... Okay, so what about for like CentOS? CentOS QB64 binary. Nice, producer Wolf. Appreciate it. Twitch recommended my channel? That's awesome. Yeah, thanks for swinging by.
Producer Wolf is now
I'm working on a website, but It doesn't work right now because I'm not running it. But I'm building in QBasic, which is hilarious. QB64. This is not what I want. CentOS. Is there a CentOS? What's a Phoenix version? QB64.dev. We're running WordPress. I just didn't want to do something normal. I wanted to do something weird. Setup linux.sh. Like, shoot. I'm really curious if there's a way to build. By the way, why is Phoenix? What is Phoenix? I don't understand the Phoenix part of this. I have been to this webpage before, but what I'm really curious about is, can I compile, like I can make an executable for Mac OS, but could I compile something for Linux? So I don't need that. I don't need that. So QB64. Okay, so all right, yeah, no problem. Yeah, have a good night, and I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. So I guess the biggest question I have in front of me right now is, how do I build for Linux? Because I need to build for Linux. I need to build this. Once I have the executable, I have a fairly high confidence level that I can do this. But like, do I need a local version of? All right, so Mac OS local version of Ubuntu or CentOS, let's say, since that's my current. I could switch it over, but installing it on Mac OS, CentOS. Because like parallels or manually install. Yeah, it's not really what I want. The other thing is to push over the source file and then using a version of QB64 on here. QB64. Error when loading shared libraries. Oh, so what it's saying is there's libgl needs to be loaded, so I need to sudo apt-get install libgl. Can I do that? Oh, CentOS version of apt-get. What is it? I install it? I don't want to install it. I want whatever their version is. So yum. Okay, so yum sudo yum install libgl. Let's see if there's a thing. No libgl. Capital GL. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm making progress. GLU. Was it GLU before or GL? I feel like it was GL. It was GL, so we made progress. Look at that. Yes. Okay. I should write these down. I'm going to write these down. So let me just, just.github.com and QBasic, or let's say QB64 hosting instructions.md. No, I'm not going to make a gist. I'm going to actually put this right into the README here, which I don't even have one yet. This website is built in QB64. So I think it's just QB64.com. Yeah. Yes, it's weird, but it works. Hosting. I'm hosting the website. It's 2 a.m. Wow. Okay, yeah, we'll see you, Mateo. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. On DigitalOcean, smallest droplet. After provisioning, yeah, thanks. The droplet, I SSH'd into it and installed the following. Smallest droplet running CentOS Linux. Sudo yum install, and what was the first one? libgl. And then GLU. All right, then let's try running it again. I think this is our best bet. What's that? It's running. Very nice. Echo print. Hello world. Oh, and I do need to. I downloaded the latest version of QB64, and this was curl. What was it anyway? Test.bass. Cat test.bass. There it is. Okay, so then I do QB64 test.bass. What is this? I'm curious if I'm running into the limits of that. So SSH root at qb.jmin.dev. Okay, QB64. Oh, CD QB64 blah 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 blah. QB64. I'm wondering if warp isn't. -c test.bas. Help. So that runs. Output executable. Test.bas-o test. Oh, I think I need to do test.bas-c. What is it? Why is it doing like free glut? Maybe there's some other. Okay, so here's what I'll do. I will cat readme.md again and see if so installation set up LNX, OpenGL, ALSA, and the GNU C++. Okay, so I do need those. Cat setup. I probably should have used. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, I don't. Probably should have used the Ubuntu one. I think it probably would have worked. So I guess I need to just jump back and see what packages we need. CentOS isn't even in here. So we need GCC, zlib. We need to get all of those. Looks like we also need these. Fedora. OpenGL, ALSA. Okay, this is gonna be fun. All right, let's see what we got here. So, CentOS. ALSA lib. Let's try that one. Sudo yum install. Okay, that works. So that's ALSA lib. All right. What else? I know what I need to do. I need to just open this. No, do not open Xcode for a markdown file. No, not App Store either. Okay, let's try this again. What's VS Code? There, always open with. Yes. All right. So, and that's not what I want either. I want to open the setup, and I'm in the wrong one anyway. All right, let's just cat the setup again. And it'll give us, we need to do all of those things. So let's just drop that into this. So now we need to install GNU C++. So let's go sudo. Oh yeah, and I do need to also add this to the README that I'm working on. ALSA lib. And then we need GCC, I guess. That's bringing in a lot of crap. Okay. All right. And what else? Xmessage or X11 utils, I guess. So sudo yum install Xmessage or X11 utils. Okay, let's try zlib at least. That one seems like it would be good. Yes. Okay. So that one was install zlib. Now I have to figure out the X11 utils. It's xorg X11 utils. Let's try that. No. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So that one as well. I don't know if you can just list them all at once, but I'll just go ahead and drop those in. Cool. -C-O test. All right, let's just try to open QB64. FreeGlut. Sure doesn't like loading QB64, does it? FreeGlut. All right. Well, my assumption is that we're still missing something. So zlib, xorg, xmessage, G++, so that's GCC, X11, Mesa Common Dev, I don't know what that is, libglu, libasound, okay. I mean, another way to do this is to just go in and install all of these things by just starting a Debian one. I feel like that's probably better than using CentOS right now. So I need to actually go back, delete this droplet, and start over. So let's try that. I'm going to get out of, exit this. I'm going to exit this. And I'm going to destroy this droplet. Destroy this droplet. And destroy QB64 website, blah, 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 blah. All right, now I'm going to go back in, create a droplet. And after I'm done with this, then, you know, it is what it is, but it will hopefully work a lot better. So Debian is an option. Ubuntu is an option. Ubuntu is well understood, I guess. There's Arch, Debian, Ubuntu. These are all the same. sudo apt-get type stuff, you know. Let's just go Ubuntu. Regular size, it's going to be $4 a month. We're going to host it in San Francisco. I'm going to add my Mac Studio as an SSH key. Monitoring IPv6, one droplet, and create the droplet. Let's see what happens. It's creating it now. And then I'm going to go ahead and create, so manage this domain. And this droplet, does it have the domain? What is what is? Okay. This domain here. Add a domain. So it already has this one. What was the domain? What's the 143.244.186.237? So ping qb.jmin.dev. 1A. So it's timing out because it's not quite right, is it? 237.244. No, that's right. 186. So delete this probably, and then go qb.jmin.dev and add it to this one. And now it should be this domain. Which I need to do in my DNS settings here. So saving that. And maybe eventually it'll start working. It's the wrong. Okay, well, we'll let that go for a little bit. Still the wrong IP here. May take some time to propagate. I actually don't know how long it takes to propagate. How about we create a new domain? I'll just do that. Let's go back to droplets. This one here. It's not. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Add a domain. Here we go. Okay, so qb64.jmin.dev. Let's do that. And then I will add that as a custom record here, as an A record. Oh, my time to live was way too long. That's why. So I set it to 10 minutes now. Which honestly, it should be even less. Let's go 5 minutes. Okay. Then it'll propagate much faster. Okay, so ping All right, we're getting back, so I can SSH into root at qb64.jmin.dev. Okay, cool. So let's follow the instructions. What was that curl command anyway? No, what was it? Curl something. Dash O. I have to do the dash L. That's what it is. Dash O. Okay, now I need to untar. So like XZ or something. Unzip tar XF. So I need to grab that. Right there. And no. Untar it, which was tar XF. Okay. QB64 help. This is wrong. So this should be Ubuntu. Now this is where I think if I just pull from the actual setup Linux command, which I could just run, I guess. Could just try running it. Okay, it won't let me. So cat setup Linux. So now all I need to do is grab these right here, which I don't know if I need the get wget. And it would be sudo it's sudo apt-get-y install. Sudo, and I just do this. It looks like it's working, so I'll just grab that right here. Whoa. Okay. Looks like it's working. So now, if that worked, try a compilation. Compile. echo print 1 to test.bas QB64 -c test.bas, something like that. Let's try this works. -o test. This is still giving me the same error, the whole free glut thing. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. So cat setup going offline. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Liger. Have a good evening and rest of your weekend. So I don't want this, so I'm just gonna ignore that. So nano setup Linux. I don't care if we're running as root, you know? So like ignore setup linux.sh. So I'll go update my stuff again. So all right, see ya, Liger. We now need to run the setup lnx.sh script, but unfortunately, it will stop you because you're running as root. To avoid that, let's edit the script. Nano setup lnx sh. Delete or comment out with the lines about. So, oh, it's still building. Okay. So the whole 64 thing, I can just run QB64 and then dash whatever. So that's good. Fatal error. Really? Yeah, this isn't working. Okay, so plan B. Get a local version of Ubuntu. VirtualBox, I guess. VirtualBox. I don't have VirtualBox. I have Parallels, don't I? I don't have Parallels. Okay, here's another thing. Is there a way for me to just compile using... So, okay, I'm gonna... I just need to be able to... Man, I wish that they had actual, like, Mac OS images. What's the name of this anyway? It's DigitalOcean Mac OS image. I don't think that's right. Mac OS server. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a thing. Mac OS hosting with SSH. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, this isn't it. Circle CI, but that's not what I'm looking for here. Just Mac hosting. Mac Stadium. What's the pricing though? So, by the way, I'm deleting this droplet. Don't want to get charged. Okay, that's gone. $132 a month. I just want some like shared virtual blah blah blah. Yeah, that ain't it. Host my Apple. $25 a month. Yeah, I don't want to pay $25 a month. The other thing is, like, why can't I, with QB64, compile for other platform? Yeah, see? Compiling into native binaries for for Linux. Okay, so you had to run Windows in order to compile an exe that would work. I do have a Windows computer. I could probably compile that. Okay, so you'd have to do that through Windows. That's pretty cool. Should you be using QBasic? No, you should definitely not. Antiquated. I agree, but yeah, I just feel like I'm missing something easy, you know, like, so maybe with Linux on Mac OS as virtual machine. Terminal, like it'd be nice if I could just run it on a terminal. Okay. I don't want GUI. What's this? What the? Okay, this is weird. So you could actually have like your own virtual machine set up here. Okay, that's interesting. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is VirtualBox. I mean, nope. Cancel that. So this is Mac OS. Okay, we'll download that. Okay. Desktop. So let's just download the ISO there. Okay. So now VirtualBox. And then LTS. ISO images downloading. Holy crap, that's huge. Okay, it's going to take a little while, so we'll leave that. Type Linux, Ubuntu. So it'll be in downloads once it's done. So we'll wait for that to finish. Okay, I'm going to let that go. In the meantime, I'm going to continue working on the actual thing. I will pull this back. Oh, by the way, I probably do need a droplet. I don't know why I just destroyed it. So I probably do need to go back to that. Yeah, because that's the only place I'm going to be able to actually host this. So, all right. DigitalOcean. I'm in the wrong browser here. DigitalOcean. And then so let's do this again. I'm going to have Ubuntu just to keep it the same. So create a droplet. Ubuntu basic $4 a month. San Francisco. My Mac Studio. PV6. Create the droplet. When that's done, I need to edit the A records to update to the latest droplet here. So this is not showing the ID. 2 minutes left on the ISO. I don't need much. I'm just trying to compile it, you know. There's the IP address. Cool. So we can just drop that in. And I'm going to add another one, which is QB hosting a record. Okay. Going to grab warp again. SSH into root at qbhosting.jamin.dev. Yes. Okay. And then now I don't really need that in terms of I don't need to download QBasic 64 because I should be able to, once this is downloaded, compile it on the Ubuntu thing, which I could maybe even run it in what's that called? Container system. Container system for programming. What is it? Docker. That's what I'm talking about. But I don't think that quite works because it shares the kernel and you couldn't, you do need the OS, so that doesn't work. Okay. So ISO's done. I'm going to select in my downloads. I'm going to go Ubuntu here. Don't know what this is. Sure. Memory 2. I don't really need much. 25 gigs seems plenty. Okay, so I think it's setting that up. Why? Really? Come on. Why is everything so hard? Okay, here's one. All right. Can we run it? Okay. It is running, I guess. Is it running? Where is it running? Right here? That doesn't look good. Can I just delete this stupid thing? Oh yeah, remove. Delete all files. Okay, so new. By the way, what is add? Oh, that's a VM that you've already created. Okay, so new. QB64 Ubuntu. This is ridiculous. I'm just allowing all things. Why does it say can't run guest install? I feel like this version of VirtualBox is just cursed. So let's get rid of. Okay. Let's download this one here and uninstall. I don't know where our VirtualBox is. Oh, right there. Okay. Did that work even? Okay, VirtualBox is gone. Let's just run the Rosetta version. Why is this so hard? I feel like I know that there are Mac OS hosts. I don't want that. Hosted macOS servers. Like, how much are we talking? $60 a month. Don't want 2012. Okay. That's dedicated. I don't want dedicated. I want like virtual. That doesn't help me. Yeah, get out of there. So Bluehost, does it really can you really host on Mac? I'm not seeing Mac here. VPS. Yeah, it's all, this is all Linux, I'm sure. So I don't know what they're talking about there. Hey, how's it going? I still think it's kind of ridiculous that I can't run like a really slim version of Linux on Mac OS. So okay, this is interesting. Well, I don't want it to be booted. I don't want to boot from USB though. Corellium. No, those people. Two years ago. No, I don't want that. Yeah, without rebooting. So Parallels, I do have a version of Parallels. I could install that. I'm going to actually oh, thank you. I appreciate the subscription. I don't know if I have it set up to let me know when YouTubers hit subscribe. I appreciate it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to look for I'm going to look for my Parallels installation. Where's my Parallels? Account. I'm gonna look for it. So I'm not showing my desktop right now because I have to do some like password installation. Parallels. There it is. I found it. So Parallels for Mac. Need to download it. This is Parallels for Mac Pro. I don't know if this is actually it. Compare editions. Older. How do I download the old version? And what version is it? I don't actually know what version I have. Download old version Parallels. So that's version 15. I added it in desktop for Mac. That's 12. Well, maybe I can just log into Parallels and they'll tell me what I have. My account. I know you can't see this. And confirm my Parallels. Okay. Parallels desktop 18, I guess. Okay, I'm downloading it right now. Maybe Parallels will do it better. I know that Parallels is much better than VirtualBox. So installing it now. So what I'm doing right now is I'm installing Parallels. Hopefully I can actually install Linux, and then sure. Allow. Yeah, Windows. No, I don't want to do that. Skip that. Ubuntu, probably. Okay, there we go. And I can uninstall the giant Ubuntu that I already added. Okay. So I'm going to go back into my stuff here. And I think I can reshare my screen. To make a compatible build, it's a little annoying. You have to be running Ubuntu. Best way is with Parallels. Tried with VirtualBox, and well, that didn't go so well. Good luck if you're not willing to pay for Parallels. You can, of course, have a different computer running Linux, or if you're running Linux already, you're good to go. So I installed a version of Ubuntu on my Mac Studio using Parallels. Then what? Okay, still downloading. I ran the virtual machine and opened up the Ubuntu console terminal. In the terminal, or no, actually up Firefox, which I think is what I downloaded QB64 in that virtual, or from QB64.com, and installed it. So in DigitalOcean, I provisioned a new droplet using Ubuntu, and then assigned a subdomain qb64.jamin.dev to that droplet. This gave me an IP address, or I had to add an A record to 64.jamin.dev, which pointing to the proper IP, which you can see in the droplet dashboard. And then this part I can get rid of because I don't need this. Don't need that. Okay. Um, okay, parallels. Buy. I do have a key. Well, what version was... I don't want... Really? Okay, this is getting annoying. Now it's... That wasn't built for this version of, you know, of Parallels, apparently. But it'll let me run it for a little bit at least, so... Well, what's the... Okay, so let's just try. I'm gonna... Oh, this is frustrating. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my best right now. Where's the console? Or terminal. Okay, there's a terminal. All right, so QB64. Maybe I should do it in documents. QB64. Okay, so now let's try downloading. Do I have wget? Good. So wget. Actually, no, I can just do it with the... No, not Thunderbird. Don't want Thunderbird. Okay, here we go. QB64 dot... Or QB64 is .com. Okay, so let's download for Linux. So we'll open that. Archive manager, maybe. So I'll extract it. Into documents, QB64, extract there. Show the files. There we go. And this better freaking work. Does not appear to be working. Okay, so let's try running the setup. Can I just run it? I don't think there's a password, is there? Well, what is the password then? How do I find the parallels password? Parallels root password. What? Okay. So QB64 format. I don't know what the password is. I really don't. I don't know what the password is. So that's just great. So I feel like it should just work. You know, out of the box. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. That is the password that I did. I'm going to reboot. Or just log out, maybe. Yeah, it's not working. So, power off. So I think that something happened when I was setting this up that it just did not work. Okay, so we'll let that go. In the meantime, I'm going to take this one and remove it. Okay. So, jmin.dev, I run it, and I go to here, and I go refresh. It's working. Yay. All right. And I guess I'll just keep working on some of this stuff because it's very annoying, this whole thing. All right, so very cool. I suppose that I could do something very similar for the rest of this. So I have like beginnings and home and things like that. So all of this stuff could just be like, so if I were to create a folder called pages, and I were to create a home.html, and like I don't need any of this stuff. What I could do is read the home page and return it. And actually I have an idea, but so this will be pages home.html. And we'll do something like title equals Jamin's Jamin Holmgren's personal website, right? And actually I kind of want to change this to just load page. So this will now be load page, and we will pass in the page name as string. So page name is going to be like so. If line if line, okay, I see. That's kind of smart actually. Next line is the title. So that would be really interesting because you could do something like title, Jamin's homepage, like that, right? And then just go like homepage, or like what is it? If I go to, I'm gonna leave that open. So something like this. So let's see here. I'll just continue with the trial because it's being annoying. We'll let that go. So terminal. Okay, so let's download the Linux version here. And then archive manager, extract to documents, QB64, create a folder and just extract it here. Show the files. And then now set up Linux run as a program. And it's installing all this. I don't know what this problem is here. Okay, now let's run it. Seriously. Okay, set up linux.sh. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This GLU thing is interesting. It appears that 64. Yeah, libgl. What is this error? Not found. Failed to fetch libqb. So run qb 64 executive format error. Yeah. Still not working. Not doing a good job. Cat setup lnx. I feel like the problem here, so we're on Ubuntu, so we need to essentially, wait, why didn't it let me copy those? And then sudo apt-get -y install, and it's not gonna let me paste, so paste. Does not like Mesa. Let's see here. It's fine. Shouldn't this work? Oh, I have to do this first. Okay, that's very interesting. Excuse me. So I had to run that sudo apt-get install -y, or no, update -y, and then cd'd into the proper and extracted it into the extracted folder and ran this. Set up lnx.sh, and hey, it's working now. So I can okay, so now echo print 1 test.bass, and then qb64 test.bass-c-o test. Test. It does work. It does work. That's great. That's really good. This should install all the dependencies. Now, to test the compiler, do this. Echo print1 test.bass qb64 test.bass-c-o test. You should see a terminal window appear that shows just the number 1 in it. Okay. I then copied the jman.dev.bass file into the VM and compiled it. I could then okay, let's try that. So open so what I want to do is take the current jman.dev, let's reveal in Finder, and let's see if we can just drag it in. That'd be cool. No, we can't. Okay, so I will just copy. So I'll go touch jman.dev.bass. See, I've got all this other stuff though too. Like I want to be able to drop in. I want to be able to drop in, like copy across files and stuff. Share folders. Ooh, add a folder. There it is. Nice. Okay, so I then shared the clicked the parallels devices sharing, add a folder. Ubuntu VM. Then I could compile the jman.dev.bass file anytime. So it'll be something like this, but I don't know if it'll exactly be that. So jman bass let's see here. So to make QB64 available everywhere, made a link, soft link to it in local bin 64. Let's see if this works. So ln-s local user local should be user local bin QB64. Permission denied. Let's try sudo. Why? Oops, I don't want to do bin. I see. So it does require, okay. So Ubuntu make terminal command available in path. So I can I mean I guess I could do that. Whatever. ln-s QB64. Okay, so it'll be available, I guess. Where do I find... What is this? It's in media, PSF. Okay. Okay, so here it is. So I can go jmin.dev.bas -c-o jmin.dev lnx. Maybe I can just grab this whole thing here. Copy. Jamin.dev bass. Oh, yeah, there's actually an issue. That's good. Okay. So the issue is that load page, home page is no longer load page. So I actually think I should undo, well, I'm going to copy load page, but I'm undo back to home page here. I'm actually going to do load page here because I like the idea of load page. All right, let's try it again. Okay, so I think load page needs to be there we go. Okay. Didn't quite work. libgl error. Okay. Print 51 test.bass. Okay. So that's not it. No, that's not what I meant. So libgl error PCI ID for FD5 1AB8 driver. I wonder if it's like So it did work when I ran it. Maybe it just doesn't like this folder here. So maybe I can like copy all this stuff. Copy it to something like this. Paste all that stuff in there, and then if I jump to so if I cd documents jamin.dev jamin.dev.bass -o -c-o jamin.dev lnx. It's not like that. Okay, 51 works. Let's open this one. File not found. Really curious. Let's see. If maybe it's trying to do too much here. So if I were to like, let's get rid of this, for example. Okay. And all of this. Okay, so that does work. It's basically reading from the file system that's the issue. So I'm curious if I try running it now. Okay, well, let's just try running. QB64, and then open this, and then if we just make the executable only, it looks like it worked. So if I exit out, yeah, it is working. Okay. We're close. We're close, but I think I'm done for the day. Thanks for hanging out with me, those of you who did. And if you're watching this later, wow, that's a lot. I'm going to probably stream this again at some point, probably just in the evenings, because I just find it interesting. It was a little frustrating at times, not gonna lie. But anyway, have a good rest of your Thanksgiving weekend. Happy Good Friday. Or not Good Friday, Black Friday. Happy Black Friday. And I'll see you next time.